Taboos in your culture.
Sophia, do you have a minute? I was looking at flights to Japan during my lunch break, but now I am feeling a little nervous.
Nervous? Why? You were so excited about it this morning.
I started reading a blog about Japanese culture. There are so many rules. I am afraid I will do something wrong and offend everyone.
Oh, I see. You are worried about cultural taboos. That is a very normal fear for travelers.
Exactly. The blog mentioned something about shoes. It said I have to take them off all the time. Is that true?
Yes, that is a big one. In Japan, you must take off your shoes when you enter someone's home. You also have to take them off in some restaurants and traditional hotels.
What happens if I forget? What if I walk into a house with my shoes on?
That would be very rude. It is seen as dirty. Shoes touch the ground outside, so bringing them inside is disrespectful.
I guess that makes sense. We do not do that here. I wear my shoes in my apartment all the time.
I know, and that is normal for our culture. But in many parts of Asia, the floor is where people sit or sleep, so it must be kept clean.
I will have to buy some new socks then. I cannot have holes in my socks if everyone is going to see them.
That is a very good practical tip. But shoes are just the beginning. Did the blog mention chopsticks?
Yes, but I am terrible at using chopsticks. I will probably just ask for a fork.
You should try to use them, but there is one major taboo. Never stick your chopsticks vertically into a bowl of rice.
Vertically? Like standing up straight? Why is that bad?
It looks like incense sticks used at funerals, so it reminds people of death. If you do that at dinner, it brings bad luck.
Wow, I would never have guessed that. I probably would have done it just to rest my chopsticks.
If you want to rest them, put them on the little holder next to the plate, never in the rice. And do not pass food from your chopsticks to another person's chopsticks.
Let me guess. Is that related to funerals too?
Yes, exactly. After a cremation, family members pass the bones using chopsticks. So doing that with food is very offensive.
Okay, note to self. Keep my chopsticks to myself. These rules are very specific. Are there taboos like this in our culture?
We definitely have them, but we don't notice them because we grew up here. We just think it is polite or impolite.
Can you give me an example? What is a big taboo here?
Well, think about money. Is it okay to ask a colleague how much money they earn?
No, absolutely not. That is very private. If I asked you his salary, you would be shocked.
Exactly. In our culture, discussing personal finance or salary is a taboo. But in some other countries, it's a normal question. They might ask, how much is your rent? Or what is your salary? Very quickly.
I would feel so uncomfortable if a stranger asked me that. I would not know what to say.
That is the feeling of encountering a taboo. It feels wrong in your gut. What about age? Is it okay to ask a woman her age here?
My father always told me, never ask a woman her age. It is considered rude.
Right. We value youth, so asking about age can feel like an insult. But in cultures that respect elders, asking age is a way to show respect. They need to know if you are older so they can use the correct polite language.
That is interesting. So here it is rude, there it is polite. Culture is really complicated.
It is. Another one is blowing your nose. In Japan, blowing your nose loudly in public is very rude. You should go to the bathroom to do it.
Really? Here, if you have a cold, you just use a tissue. Nobody cares.
Actually, some people do care here, especially if you are in a restaurant. But we generally accept it. In Japan, they typically just sniffle until they find a private place.
I think I prefer our way. Sniffling all day sounds annoying.
I agree with you on that one. But we must respect the local customs. Oh, here's another one for your trip. tipping.
I read about this. The blog said do not tip in Japan. Is that real?
Yes. In the US, if you don't tip, the waiter will be angry. It's a taboo to leave 0 tip. But in Japan, tipping is often considered an insult.
An insult? Why?
It implies that the boss doesn't pay the staff enough, or that they need your charity. They take pride in doing their job perfectly without extra money.
That is going to be hard to remember. I am so used to calculating 15 or 20% after a meal. I might leave money on the table by habit.
If you do, the waiter might run after you to return it. They will think you forgot your change.
That would be embarrassing. I really need to practice these things.
What about body language? That's a huge source of taboos.
Like what?
In some cultures, showing the bottom of your feet is very dirty. You should never point your foot at someone.
I sit with my legs crossed all the time. I probably point my feet at people every day.
Here, it's fine. But in parts of the Middle East or Thailand, the foot is the lowest part of the body, and the head is the highest. So feet are dirty and heads are sacred.
So I should not touch someone's head either?
No, definitely not. Don't pat a child on the head in those cultures. It's spiritually dangerous.
I feel like I should just stand still with my hands in my pockets. It's safer.
Actually, keeping your hands in your pockets can be rude too. In some places, it shows you're bored or disrespectful, especially talking to a superior.
There is no winning. Okay, let's talk about something else. What about topics of conversation? Are there subjects we should avoid here?
Generally, we say you should avoid religion and politics at the dinner table.
That is the golden rule of dinner parties. But people break that rule all the time now.
They do, and it usually leads to arguments. That is why it became a taboo. We want to keep the peace while we eat.
I have a friend who talks about politics constantly. It makes everyone tense.
See? He is breaking a social taboo. He is making the group uncomfortable.
What about silence? Is silence a taboo?
In our culture, we often find silence awkward. If there is a pause in the conversation, we feel the need to fill it with words. We talk about the weather just to avoid silence.
I do that. If the elevator is quiet, I say, "Cold day today, isn't it?" I cannot help it.
But in some cultures, silence is valuable. It shows you are thinking. They're comfortable just being together without speaking.
That sounds peaceful, actually. I wish I could be comfortable with silence.
It takes practice.
I remember one time I made a mistake with a gesture. I was in Greece years ago. I held up my hand to say stop or 5 with my palm open.
Oh no. In Greece, that is called the mutsa. It is a very offensive gesture. It is like using a bad finger here.
I learned that the hard way. A taxi driver yelled at me. I had no idea why until a friend explained it later. I felt terrible.
That is the danger of hand gestures. The thumbs up sign is good here, but in some parts of the Middle East, it is very rude.
Seriously? The thumbs up? Everyone uses that online.
Online is different, but in person, context matters. You have to be careful.
I'm starting to think I should just stay home. It is too risky to travel.
Don't say that. Traveling is how we learn. People are usually forgiving if they know you are a tourist. They know you don't know the rules.
I hope so. I will just smile a lot. Is smiling a taboo anywhere?
Actually, in some cultures, smiling at strangers can be seen as foolish or suspicious. If you walk around smiling at everyone in Russia, people might think you are a bit crazy.
Okay, so no shoes, no tipping, no loud nose blowing, careful with chopsticks, and do not smile like a crazy person. I think I can manage that.
You'll be fine, Liam. The fact that you are asking these questions shows you care. That is the most important thing. Respect goes a long way.
Thanks, Sophia. You're a great guide. Do you know any taboos about gift giving? I want to bring a gift for my host family in Japan.
Yes, presentation is key. In Japan, how you wrap the gift is almost as important as the gift itself. And never give
4 of anything.
Why not 4?
The word for 4 sounds like the word for death in Japanese. It's an unlucky number, like the number 13 for us.
Ah, I see. So I should bring 3 or 5 items, but not 4.
Correct. And do not give white flowers like lilies or lotuses. Those are for funerals.
White flowers are out. Got it. I was thinking of bringing something from my hometown. Maybe some local chocolates?
Food is always a safe and appreciated gift. Just make sure it's wrapped beautifully. And when you give it, use both hands.
Using both hands shows respect?
Yes, if you hand it over with one hand, it looks careless. Using 2 hands shows you are giving it with your whole heart.
That is a nice custom. I like that. It feels very intentional.
It is. Talking about this reminds me of a taboo in my grandmother's house. We were never allowed to put our bag on the floor.
Why not?
She said, a purse on the floor is money out the door. She believed it would make you lose money.
That is pure superstition. But I guess taboos and superstitions are often connected.
They are. They both control our behavior to avoid bad results.
Well, I'll keep my bag on the chair, just in case. I need all my money for this trip.
Good idea. Japan can be expensive.
Do you have any other scary stories about cultural mistakes? Make me feel better about my ignorance.
Let me think. Oh, here's a funny one. My cousin went to France. She was invited to a dinner party. She brought wine.
Bringing wine is good, isn't it?
Usually, yes. But in France, if you bring wine, it can imply that the host's wine is not good enough. It is safer to bring chocolates or flowers.
I would have definitely brought wine. I thought that was the polite thing to do everywhere.
It is polite in many places, but not everywhere. It's subtle.
I am exhausted just thinking about all this, but it's fascinating. It shows how different we all are.
And yet, we all have rules. We all want to be respected and respected. That is universal.
True. Hey, do you want to grab some lunch? I'm starving.
Sure, but remember, don't stick your fork vertically in your salad.
Ha ha ha, very funny. I will be careful. Let's go.
After you.
Thanks.
Zodiac signs.
Hey, Sophia, what are you reading on your phone? You look very serious.
Oh, hi, Liam. I am just reading my horoscope for this week. It is actually quite interesting.
Your horoscope? I did not know you believed in that stuff. Is it accurate?
Sometimes it is, and sometimes it is not. Today it says I need to be careful with my money. And guess what? I just bought a very expensive coffee.
That is funny. Maybe the universe is trying to tell you something. So, what is your zodiac sign?
I am a Leo. My birthday is in late July. Do you know much about Leos?
A little bit. I know that Leos are usually confident and they like attention. Is that true for you?
Well, I think I am confident. I'm not sure if I love attention, but I do not mind it. I like being a leader in group projects. That is a very Leo trait.
Yes, I can see that. You are always the one organizing things in our office. So, what else does it say about Leos?
It says we are generous and loyal friends, but sometimes we can be a bit dramatic. Do you think I'm dramatic?
Maybe a little bit. Remember last week when the printer broke? You were very upset.
That was a stressful situation. I had to print an important report. But okay, maybe I was a little dramatic. What about you, Liam? When is your birthday?
My birthday is September 15th.
September 15th? That means you are a Virgo. That makes so much sense.
Why does it make sense? What are Virgos like?
Virgos are known for being very organized, practical, and hardworking. They pay attention to small details. You are definitely a Virgo. Your desk is always so clean.
That is true. I hate it when things are messy. I like to know where everything is. Does that mean I am a boring person?
No, not boring. It means you are reliable. If I need help with a problem, I ask you because I know you will find a good solution. But Virgos can also be perfectionists.
Perfectionists? Yes, I agree with that. I spend too much time checking my work. I want everything to be correct. It sometimes makes me tired.
See? The zodiac signs are real. It describes you perfectly.
Maybe. But I think these descriptions are very general. Many people are organized, not just Virgos. And many people are confident, not just Leos.
That is a fair point. But it is fun to think about. Do you know your moon sign or rising sign?
No. I have no idea what those are. I only know the main sign. Is it complicated?
It can be a little complicated. Your main sign, the one based on your birthday, is your sun sign. It represents your main personality. The moon sign represents your emotions and feelings.
Okay. And the rising sign?
The rising sign is the mask you wear. It is the first impression people have of you. To know these, you need your exact time of birth.
I do not know my exact time of birth. I think it was in the morning, but I'm not sure. I would have to ask my mother.
You should ask her. Then we can look up your full birth chart. It gives a lot more detail than just the horoscope in the newspaper.
Is it possible for two signs to be bad for each other? Like, can a Leo and a Virgo be friends?
Of course, any signs can be friends. But in astrology, they say some signs get along better than others. For example, fire signs usually like other fire signs.
Fire signs? What are those?
There are 4 elements: fire, earth, air, and water. Leo is a fire sign. We are passionate and energetic. Virgo is an earth sign. You are grounded and practical.
So fire and earth. That sounds like a difficult mix. Fire can burn the earth, or earth can put out the fire.
Exactly. Sometimes it is a challenge. Fire signs want to run and do exciting things. Earth signs want to plan and stay safe. But we can learn from each other. You help me calm down, and I help you have fun.
That's a nice way to look at it. What are the other elements?
Air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. They are very social and intellectual. They love to talk and share ideas.
My brother is a Gemini. He never stops talking. That is very accurate.
See? I told you there is some truth in it. The last element is water. That includes Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. They are very emotional and sensitive.
My previous boss was a Scorpio. He was very intense. Everyone was a little afraid of him.
Scorpios have a reputation for being intense and mysterious. But they are also very loyal once they trust you. It takes time to know them.
Do you check the compatibility for dating, too? If you meet a new guy, do you ask for his sign?
Honestly, yes, I do. On the first date, I usually ask. If he says he's a Taurus, I'm happy. Taurus and Leo usually have a strong connection.
What if he says he's a sign you don't like? Would you stop seeing him?
No, I would not stop seeing him just because of his sign. That would be silly. But I might be a little more careful. I might watch out for certain behaviors.
I think it's dangerous to judge people before you know them.
You might miss a great person just because they're a Pisces or a Gemini.
You are such a Virgo. You are being very logical. But don't worry, I give everyone a chance. It's just a tool to understand people better.
I guess I can understand that. It's like a personality test. We take those tests at work to see how we work in a team. This is just an older version of that.
Exactly. People have looked at the stars for thousands of years. They wanted to find patterns in human behavior.
Do you read your horoscope every day?
Most days, it's part of my morning routine. I drink my coffee, check my emails, and read my horoscope. It gives me a theme for the day.
Does it ever give you bad news, like today will be a terrible day?
Not usually. They try to be positive. If the day is difficult, the horoscope might say, "You will face a challenge today, but you are strong enough to handle it."
That is good advice for anyone, really. You don't need the stars to tell you that.
True, but sometimes we need a reminder. It makes me feel connected to something bigger than myself.
I prefer to focus on what I can control. I make my own luck. I don't want to wait for the planets to align.
That is a very strong attitude. But tell me, do you have a lucky number?
Well, yes, I like the number 7. I always choose it.
And do you have a lucky shirt or something you wear for big meetings?
I have a blue tie that I really like. I wore it when I got this job, so I wear it for important presentations.
Uh-huh. So you are a little bit superstitious too. Believing in a lucky tie is the same as believing in lucky stars.
You caught me. Maybe we all look for little ways to feel more confident.
Exactly. If reading about Leo helps me feel confident, then it is a good thing. And if wearing the blue tie helps you, that is good too.
Okay, you win. I will not make fun of your horoscope anymore. Maybe I will even look up my own later.
You should. Look up Virgo Daily Horoscope. Let me know if it says anything about being too critical of your friends.
Very funny. I am sure it will say, "You are a genius and everyone loves you."
I doubt that. But seriously, look into the rising sign thing. Ask your mom for your birth time. It is really interesting to see the full picture.
I will call her tonight. She will be surprised I am asking. She loves this stuff too. She always tells me, "Mercury is in retrograde, so be careful with your computer."
Oh, Mercury in retrograde. That is a huge topic. When that happens, technology always breaks and communication gets messy.
Is that happening now? My email was acting strange this morning.
Let me check my app. No, Mercury is not in retrograde right now. Maybe your computer is just old.
Or maybe it is just user error. I cannot blame the planets for everything.
Well, next time you have a bad day, just come to me. I will check the stars and tell you when things will get better.
I might take you up on that offer. It is cheaper than therapy.
And much more fun.
So, apart from personality, does it say anything about the future, like career or travel?
Yes, it looks at the movement of the planets. For example, if Jupiter moves into your career sector, it might mean a promotion is coming or a new job opportunity.
I like the sound of that. When is Jupiter moving into my career sector?
I would need your chart to know that, but generally the horoscopes give a broad idea, like this month is good for travel.
I have been thinking about a vacation. Maybe I should check if the stars agree.
Where do you want to go?
I was thinking about Japan. I've always wanted to go there.
Japan is amazing, and for a Virgo, it's a great destination. Everything is very organized, clean, and the trains are always on time. You would love it.
That does sound perfect for me. See, you are using astrology to plan my travel now.
It is a practical application. See, astrology is useful.
Okay. I'm starting to see the appeal. It's a fun way to categorize the world.
And it helps you understand why people act the way they do, like why my boss is so impatient, he's an Aries, or why my sister is so dreamy, she's a Pisces.
It helps you be more patient with them?
Yes, Instead of getting angry, I just think, oh, that's just his Aries energy. It helps me not to take things personally.
That is actually a very healthy perspective. If it helps you get along with people, then it has value.
I am glad you think so. See, we have talked for 20 minutes about astrology, and you did not run away.
I'm surprised myself. It was actually a nice conversation. I learned a lot about you, Sophia.
And I learned that you are a textbook Virgo.
I will accept that title with pride. Now, I should probably get back to work. My practical Virgo nature tells me I have deadlines to meet.
And my Leo nature tells me I need another coffee before I can be brilliant again.
Let's catch up later. Maybe you can tell me about those other elements, the water and air signs.
Deal. Have a productive day, Liam.
You too, Sophia. Enjoy your horoscope.
Great work today. Keep going. Every lesson helps you improve your English. I'm excited to see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fun lessons. Keep learning and see you again soon.